Hello, chat. Hello. Hello, hello. How is everybody? Hi, Lydia. Hi, Jeffrey, Capitano, Wes, Rocket, James, Crybaby. What are you, a girl? I swear the very last time you sent that in my chat was like the last time you were in my chat. Like, does that make sense? Like, last time you were here, you said the same thing. Do you guys hear the rain in the background? That's definitely real rain. And not an 8-hour podcast episode of rain sounds that I put on. I don't like that my... Why am I tweaking? Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Disappear. I am gone. Okay, we're back. Oh, what? A raid! Welcome, raiders! Hello, hello! Welcome in, creature. How are you? How are you? What did you stream? I'm Crybaby Chloe. I'm a socially anxious horror game protagonist. I'm playing... What am I playing tonight? Oh, I'm playing the milk games. What am I saying? I love milk. Whoa! Creature Kawaii 2! Is that your twin? I need to turn the volume down on that. That was really loud. I love Chippy Chippy. Chippy Chippy Chappa Chappa. Sorry, it was really loud. Let me, I'm gonna change that real quick. Well, not right now. I'll do it later. Hold on, I'm not looking at chat. Give me 1 second. I was literally just doing all the alerts, or not the alerts, the little sound redeems earlier. Like, I was adding some new ones, and I was like, okay, I need to go through and edit the sound on them, because otherwise they're gonna be absurdly loud. And I forgot to do that one. Let's put Twitch on the, let's put chat on the side so I can see you guys. And yeah, I am looking at you guys in real life. Yeah, 5 stream streak, hell yeah. No, yeah, that could have been worse. That could have been a lot worse. Like, it could have been a screamer or something. But what did you play, creature? What did you stream? And how was it? Have you played both of the milk games before? Let's see. Cheepy cheepy. Cheepy cheepy chappa chappa. Let's make that like 30%. You guys are probably gonna hear this. I'm gonna test it. Oh, that's really quiet. Let's do like 50. Oh my god, not the fa. I turned that one down too. Let's do like... Stop, not the fa. Do I need to make that higher price? Oh my god! I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. I need to change that one too. I'm turning off all the freaking redeems, you guys. I'm not turning them off. I'm not turning them off, but Jesus Christ. That was like 5,000 decibels. That was foul. That was so bad. Okay, what else do I have? I don't have that many, actually. Turn fa down. Hello, princess. Okay. There we go. Oh, this is weird. I did so much today relating to like my channel and stream. I did. I'm still trying to play around. I got rid of hello motherfucker. Yeah, I have. So I've been using Restream and like it thinks that my current stream is my last stream. So I'm just gonna turn that off.
A few moments later.
Hello. Are we back? Hello. How embarrassing is that? Sorry, y'all. And my model's not on. Jesus Christ. My tracking. I'm having a battle time. Okay. No, we're gonna make this good. Yeah, I don't know. Restream is not my pal. We're not friends. But yeah, I did my last stream where I tried to play Visage and then got motion sickness and then played Five Nights at Freddy's. I did use Restream for like dual streaming to YouTube, multi-streaming, whatever, to YouTube and Twitch, but I didn't really like it very much. So we're just reverting back to Twitch. We're going back to Twitch and I think I'm just gonna keep my YouTube up for like the VODs. So, yeah. I'm sipping on my coffee. Siles, thank you for the follow. Hello, hello. How are you? Get out of the milk. I haven't even gotten into the milk yet. We ain't even there yet. But yeah, how is everyone? How was your day? I had a pretty productive day, I think. I did a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I was basically messing around with my stream deck all day and making a new like setup for it. So everything's a lot more like available to me and like streamlined and all that stuff. So I'm excited. How do you make the new emotes? I have I use free emote bases. And then I kind of just draw on top of those. I should have like the links to the emote bases, or at least like the original artists. Downloaded my friend's new voice bank. Oh yeah, you showed me that. That's so exciting. I've always wanted to do like that kind of stuff. It seems fun. I recently was like, what if I learn how to like mix, like basically like be a DJ, like I make mixes and stuff like that. So I installed some like DJ software, and then I like looked at it. I watched like a few YouTube videos, and then I got scared, and I was like, I'm not good at this, even though I was like half an hour in. I was like, I'll save this for another time. Have I played Signalis? No, I haven't. But it is on, like, my list of games that I do want to play. Signalis. Yeah, it seems to have... I feel like this is, like, the third time someone has recommended this to me, and every time I have to look it up, I'm like... I say the same thing every time. I'm like, wow, it has really good reviews. But yeah, it seems cool. I'm not like huge into survival horror games, but I do like to at least give them a try like one time. One time for the one time. Ping me 1,000 times when you start playing it. I'll try to remember. Oh my god, every time I scratch my nose, my tracking goes all funky. It looks like I'm like getting ready to sneeze. True. I don't get to choose. Hello, Avery. How are you? Wow, now I'm streaming. I'm streaming again. A stream inside of a stream. It's like in streamception. Hydrate. Thank you, I will hydrate. I just filled up my water. And I made coffee. Make me cry. Did it work? Did I cry? I didn't see. Now I'm like second guessing everything in my stream right now. I'm like, are my redeems working? Let me check. Let me do this again. Hi Soon. How are you? Oh, it is working. Catsper, thank you for the follow. How are you? How are you? What are you guys up to? Okay, yay, it works. Yeah, okay, so let me break down this Stream Deck setup. So I have a whole page for all my like OBS stuff. So I have like record, I have stream, I have like mute my mic, mute my desktop, I have my mute. I have a new one that's like that mutes alerts. So it should mute like both like the alert sound and any alerts that like actually pop up on screen. So that'll be like if I don't know, like for some reason if we're having like deep talks or something like that, like real talks about something, it kind of like takes you out of the mood, you know, if you're getting like alert pop-ups. So I have that muted. Also for like if there's like intense cutscenes and all that. I have all my scenes. I programmed macros to like so I don't have to like move myself around the screen when I switch scenes. How much would you recommend a Stream Deck? Genuinely, like I feel like a Stream Deck is so clutch, and not just for streaming, just like for everything in general. I feel like especially for you, Lydia, since you do like audio stuff, like you could definitely program a bunch of like shortcuts and stuff on there. Because you can do like all types of macros and all that. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do. It's like, it's pretty OP. Like I was thinking, I was like, if I had a remote job and I like use my Stream Deck for that, like my productivity would like shoot through the roof. Cause like imagine I have a freaking page for like Microsoft Teams meetings. I have all these buttons at my disposal. I have freaking PowerPoint, all my PowerPoint buttons. Yeah, I'm just imagining. But yeah, there's a ton you can do. I know they have, if you're someone who is like, does art and stuff, you can definitely do a lot of like shortcuts on stuff on there. So you don't have to like, you know, Control C, Control V, whatever on your keyboard. You probably already have buttons for that, I don't know, but you know, you get the deal. I'm locked in as someone who's working from home. No, yeah, I'm like manifesting a work from home job because I want to use my Stream Deck for that. Yeah, it's really, really useful. Memorize program keybinds, but imagine if you had them all like at the push of a button. And it's not just like you can do like macro commands too. It's not just like, you know, drag a pause button, drag a, you know, unpause button. You can like make the buttons into switches. So like if you press it one time, it does one thing, and if you like press it another time, it does another thing. You can customize all the icons. I even have like a little Tamagotchi friend on here that I play with sometimes. You can like feed it and I don't know, put clothes on it and stuff. But yeah, it's a lot of fun just to like mess around with, see what kind of stuff you could do. Oh yeah, 12 button mouse seems like pretty useful. But yeah, Stream Deck I think is like one step above even that. because of course you have like 15 buttons on there, but it's basically like a little, it's like its own little monitor. Like each of the buttons are screens, so you can have like, you have like pages, so you can press like the next page button and you can access a whole another set of buttons. You can make different profiles depending on like what apps you have open. So I have like my stream stuff. Once I open OBS, like it switches to that profile, you know, so pretty useful. Yeah, it's really, really cool. I have a whole page of like all my toggles and stuff. Like, check this out. I can just do all this real quick. In the blink of an eye. Actually, I want to try... I kind of like the way this is. Yeah, low-key I'm flexing. But it's not like I didn't... I'm not like, ooh, haha, look at all this money I have to buy this thing. It was like gifted to me, so I'm just taking advantage of what I have, you know? But yeah, it's really cool. Once you like figure out all the kind of like the stuff that you can make it do, like figure out like, you know, how to put in macros and all this kind of stuff, like messing around with the settings. It's pretty powerful. Pretty powerful, very OP. Saves me from like having, I have like 7 million windows open at all times. It like really saves my life. I'm not like freaking looking around all my windows like, where's this, where's that? True emote. If you guys can send me like examples of those emotes in the Discord, I can see if I can like draw some up, perhaps. But yeah, I've been very chill today. It started raining finally. I was like checking the weather, and literally like the next week it's like storms. Yeah, I'm still the artist is working on the shut up emote. But she's busy, so I'm not like rushing her. Plus she's a friend, she's like doing it for free for me, so it'll come eventually. No rush at all. Yeah. I'm actually really excited for that. But yeah, I wanted to get in the mood. Since I have my window closed, I can't actually hear the rain. I'm putting on like rain in the background. Hi, Inky. You just played this? Wait, the first one or the second one? Or both? I'm about to open them right now. Yeah, they are kind of heavy. Well, I haven't played the second one. I've only played the first one. But it was also... I want to say... I opened it recently, so I can't see... I can't see how long ago it was. But I do want to say it was like at least 3 years ago that I even touched the first one. I was supposed to visit my friend in California. Because of the weather, I had to cancel the trip. Yeah. Yeah, the rain is... People freak out when there's rain around here. Like, no one knows what to do. No one knows how to drive. Everyone's like, oh my god, it's a flash flood. And it's like 2 inches of rain. Second one's way more, or second one is more of the first one. Oh, I did see that it was like a more it like expands on it more. But yeah, let's get into this. Oh. Where's my game? There's my game. Ghostlight, thank you for 7 months. 7 months is crazy. I think every time I see like above 6 months now, I'm like, holy crap, I've really been like streaming that long. Granted, I did have like some breaks and stuff, but I think as a whole, I'm like pretty proud of myself and like how far I've come and like the path that I'm on. This is peak game. All right, let's help her buy milk. Okay, help me buy milk. Write down your name. Cry baby. I don't support bag milk. I had bag milk in like elementary school at lunch. Let's turn it down a little. It's a little loud. Okay. I walk down the road to the store and rehearse my speech. It's been so long since I've been out of the house that I completely forgot what words to say when entering a store. I'm going to the store. How'd you get your cursor? I don't know, it's just there. Well, I am using OBS, so. Oh, but you mean like you had to use it just to like play the game and see your cursor? Wait. That's weird. I wonder if it's just because I have OBS. Is this Earthbound? No. This is milk inside a bag of milk. No, this is Patrick. Okay. Anyways, so we're going to the store. Ooh. Julio. Oh no, Ghostlight! You gifted a sub! Thank you for the gifted sub, Ghost. Thank you, thank you. Wow, now we have a full leaderboard. We have 3 people on there. Yeah, use the new emotes. Okay, I'm going to the store. Who are you talking to? Shut up and go already. Let's be nice to our protagonist. Who are you talking to? Kami, thank you for the follow. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm imagining as if I were a character in a game. What if it helps me gather my thoughts? We're breaking the 4th wall. No comment. Are we going to play the silent game? Okay. I take a deep breath of air. Hello, can I... Crap, I forgot. 19th attempt, and I'm failing again. I bite my lip in frustration. Hold on a sec. Let me do something real quick. Let's do this. Okay. So, once again, hello, can I get... Wow, that's a whole word more. Thank you, I'm trying my best. I think this time the L sound was longer than usual. Do you think that's it? Who knows? Hello, can I... Ugh, I wish I hadn't said anything. Don't worry, protagonist. Okay. By the way, you've been walking with your left foot on the pavement and your right foot on the grass for a full minute now. What? My right foot is frozen in the air. How much? 50 steps on the pavement and 51 in the grass. You have to undo the previous step. Oh no, this is like OCD simulator. Hehehe. How do you imagine that? It's not the first time this has happened. You've been taught the right way, haven't you? Come on. Hehehe. I don't remember. I'm ready to burst into tears. Hello? Game? Ugh, here we go again. What is going on? So, step 1, take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Wait a minute, what do you mean step 1? What then? But it's already the 52nd. Or wait, I'm going backwards, so then it's the 50th? It doesn't add up. Okay. Step 50, take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Could you rephrase it just a little bit? You can't just repeat a phrase without changing at least one word. Milk girl, Milk-chan. Milk-chan is cute. There, little Milk-chan. People don't talk like that. You're hopeless. You make it sound like it's my fault. The store closes in an hour, so you will be very, very guilty if you don't buy milk. Damn, really? Well, are you ready? Hell yes. I carefully move my foot backward, looking carefully into the dense grass. As I enter the store, I turn to the first person I see. Hello, can I... Was that a leaf? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? Excuse me, what? The O's just getting bigger. You shouldn't have done that. He's obviously not going to change his lines. You run the risk of ending up in an endless loop. Ugh, me when I'm coding. The endless for loop. Excuse me, what? Oh, we're still going. Excuse me, what? What? What is he trying to tell you? He's trying to scare me, but how does he know that I'm terrified by the letter O? Whoops. Guys, stop! You're scaring her. You're scaring Milk-chan. No O's. What's so scary about it? I have a Excuse me. I have a frightening image when I picture it in my head. I can show you, explaining won't be enough, but keep in mind— Whoa! Oh. Something like that. So I'll just continue to ignore his question. Oh. What? What? What did he say? I gather all my will into a fist. Oh? There we go. She's facing her fears. My interlocutor. How do you say that word? Interlocutor.
Interlocutor.
My interlocutor. My interlocutor shook and crawled away. You just repeated after him. And it worked. Do it more often. Wait, I said he crawled away. Did he really crawl away? I mean, I didn't even look in his direction. Yeah, this is an improved English one. I feel like the original one maybe wouldn't have said interlocutor. I learned a new word, guys. I learned a new word. Interlocutor. Someone who takes part in a conversation, often formally or officially. Today I learned... When exactly did you say that? Just now. Personally, I didn't hear it. You're just trying to distract me. But I know that my words were shown on the screen. Hi, sad boy. Hello. How are you? What are you up to? Standing by the shelves. On the rack there are bags of milk. We both stand, and the milk lies, or maybe... Hey, slow down. Do you even remember why you're here? To buy milk. So buy it. Right here? What do you expect me to say? I guess something like not here. Not here. Take the bag. Shut up. Game is good. I forgot like how the art was. It's really interesting style. And that it's like, it's very self-aware of a game. Not here. Take the bag and go to the cash register. Cozy mode. We're in cozy mode. Yup. Fuck. I guess the first sentence. And you, as if out of spite, didn't pause before the second one. You want to rob me of my little victories? I sigh and reach out to take the milk, or rather the bag with the milk inside. Or rather a bag of milk inside a bag. Or rather a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. Or rather a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag. Or rather a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside... She said it! She said the name! 15 minutes before the store closes, hurry up! Fa! I remembered what these games are called, visual novels. And by the way, the numbers are written there in full with letters. Are visual novels worse than books? But there the authors are not lazy, so don't get lazy either. Just put the milk in the bag. Wait, I thought only your thoughts were visible on the screen. Not anymore, so watch your mouth. Hehe. Ahem. Anyway, you heard me. Hurry up or you'll get it at home again. I'm on my way. Hello. Can I get some milk, please? Looks like an alien. He's got O's for eyes. You have it. Ah. Give. I put a weighty bag on the register. Of course, not just the bag, but the milk too. Hi, can I have it, please? No. Please. No. But please, Mom will throw me out of the window if I get back without milk. Damn. No. But why not? Give more. But I don't have anything else. Hey. What? Pay for the milk. Haha, really? What would I do without you? I take a crumpled bill out of my pocket and hand it to the cashier. He starts to carefully examine it. It took about 2 days before he nodded contentedly and put it in the cash register. Thank you. Goodbye. We did it! We bought the milk! I walk down a familiar street past a gas station. A bag of milk unpleasantly tugs at my hand, reminding me of the days when I was in physical therapy. By the way, they gave me a bag at the checkout, so now I'm carrying a bag of milk in another bag. Don't think anything of it. I just love the pyramidal structure of verbal constructions. The gas station is getting closer. How are you feeling? Thank you for your interest. I feel like a mile-long bar of ice cream. What is that supposed to mean? As if I'd tell you. But I'm really interested, please. Well, look, the ratio of water to milk and the volume of air occupied by me is about 30 to 1. Stretch. I stretch. And yeah, ice cream is not the best, unless you want to drink more than eat. Anyway, the road from the store to the gas station is a stick, and the road from the gas station to home is ice cream. During today's walk, my body has been to every part of this path. Simple math. Right. I get it. I totally get it. I feel movement under my feet, asphalt grains, petrol stains. I'm trying to keep my balance, and how do people move over something as uneven as the city plain? Gently, heel toe. I count in my mind every meter of the path I walk. I even close my eyes for more concentration. Hey, watch out. Huh? I unconsciously take a sharp step to the side. At the same moment, a huge bear rushes past me with a wild screech. Hey, I'm walking here. I cast a reproachful glance at the swiftly departing giant. Its red eyes, in turn, look at me with mockery. Did you see that? How brazen. It was a truck. Oh, really? Although if you think about it, are there bears with eyes on the backs of their heads? You could have died. Come on, are you saying someone would seriously want to kill an innocent girl carrying a bag of milk? The world is a cruel and dangerous place. I'm not in the world you're talking about. Have you guys accepted pilk as the ultimate milk beverage? I have no. My journey continues. If you think about it, the road from the store has one interesting property. It adjusts to me in the most bizarre ways. When I am in a hurry, all the traffic lights turn off helpfully. When I feel like crying, a cloud appears over me and pours rain streams that hide my tears. Right now, I can feel a cloud slowly gathering over the top of my head. I'm sad. Are you sure this is really happening? What else could it be? Has it ever occurred to you that it's all just in your head? That's not what the manual said at all. Apparently, these pills don't work for me either. The pills have nothing to do with it. Please, I just want to get home and go to bed. I really am very grateful to you, but please, no more. You have to accept the truth. No. Accept it. No. Oh. Looks like Crybaby doesn't help me at all. I guess I'll try something else next time. Did I lose? Was I not supposed to, like... Was I not supposed to say that? Ending B? How do I get the good ending? Is there a good ending? Let's see. Be nice to her? I thought that was nice. I thought I was being like, you know, tough luck. Or not tough luck, tough love. Tough luck. Okay, don't say anything. I'll speed run to it. Hope we can do it this time. Okay. Well, you know, there are games where you can see the character's thoughts right on the screen, you know? So I thought, if someone is reading my mind, I need to be very focused so I don't blurt out too much, haha. Okay. Let's speed. Speed! Yeah, I guess that wouldn't really... Oh, I feel bad for being mean to her. I didn't mean to. Oh. Speed. We're speeding through. Good thing this game is like 2 seconds long. A Warframe reference. I've never played Warframe. Pay for the milk. journey continues. Okay. Now I just shut up. You know what? What? Since I'm a character in a visual novel, I want to talk to whoever is reading this right now. Me? You know that? The meme where it's like, or like the reaction picture where it's the guy just like pointing to himself and he's like, me? That's me right now. Okay. If you say so. I forcefully squeeze my head with my hands and place a thought block. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bench, the perfect place for cliched visual novel monologues. Yeah, true. I move closer, place a noticeably weighted bag of milk next to it, and raise my head to the sky. Listen. I'm a little embarrassed. I realize that I'm going crazy. The medications are becoming less and less effective, so ultimately things will happen painlessly, I hope. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yes. Really? I must be nothing like the model protagonist at all. Whoa, one protagonist to another. We're speaking on a personal level here. To be honest, I haven't read many visual novels. Sometimes I regret it because now it costs me a lot of effort just to distinguish between letters and words. By the way, if you don't mind, I'd rather not name my diagnoses. Don't worry about it, girl. I'm not that nosy. Let at least you be the one who sees me for who I am. Even though I made you up, don't take that away from me, okay? Don't ask me for too much. How stupid does this all seem? From the very beginning, you've been following me, reading my delusional thoughts, hearing my silly conversations. I must seem crazy or weird to you. Haha. What is it like to see the world through my eyes? Milky, thank you for the follow. Here, let's pause alerts for now. I'll read them after. I just don't wanna, I feel like this is like a significant scene. Perfect use for my new turn off emotes button. Actually, I don't know if it's even muting the sound from it, but whatever. Let's whatever. I did my best. I'll figure it out next time. What is it like to see the world through my eyes? Ever since, something happened, all I see is red. Red blood everywhere. No, don't worry about me. I got used to it a long time ago. Admittedly, I'd even forgotten what other colors look like. Come on, haha. I feel so weird reading haha. Those monsters from the store, they didn't scare me at all. After all, I know they wouldn't hurt me. They won't hurt me. Sometimes I think that they themselves are afraid of me. Can you imagine that? By the way, if you want to ask me what happened, please don't. Promise? Okay, I'm looking at a guide right now, so just because I want to get the ending, so maybe. I'm serious. Of course, you couldn't help but ask. Boo, guides. I'm just trying to get to the next game. I want to get the good ending. I'm not trying to play this again. In the end, I'm just talking to myself. I wouldn't have known to put maybe. I would have put yes or something. Yeah, I'm cheating the system right now. Sorry. In the end, I'm just talking to myself. Sooner or later, I would have brought it up. So you're really that interested in what happens to me? I won't waste time. What do you see? What do I see? What do I see? It's a corpse. Don't worry about it. I researched the good endings before you guys. Exactly. I need to go in informed. This is my dad. Some of his parts, at least. We do have a very difficult family. But despite all the problems, I never would have thought. Sorry, I shouldn't have raised my voice. Anyway, he jumped out the window and died. This is my last memory. Then, a long gap. Strange, very strange. Today is the first time I've ever been able to buy something in a store without a major incident. Of course, the medicine helped me, however, I think it's more your merit. I kept thinking, we mustn't screw up in front of the reader, or, oh my god, what will he think? I don't know why I decided to become a visual novel character for the sake of going to the store today, but it clearly paid off. Thank you. By the way, it seems to me that there are some boundaries in our communication. That's how I like it. Oh, she removed the boundaries. And yet, I've been so sad lately. I've been thinking more and more about what my life has become ever since my dad. Well, you know, day after day, it's the same thing. I've tried so many medications that I hardly feel any difference between them anymore. As long as they help keep me on my feet, I'm happy. Wait, what did you notice? Or not notice? My nose is so itchy. But you know what? Today is a special day because I have you. There's so much I want to tell you. Oh. That was very rude of you. Oh no. I'm not going to pressure you, I'm just advising you to go home. I understand. Well, dear reader, shall we go? When I get to my floor, I hang over the railing. Repeating this action every day like a ritual, I stopped being afraid of heights altogether. A few minutes ago, the effects of the medicine finally wore off, so I just enjoy the blissful silence. When I'm under the influence of drugs, terrible and unpleasant melodies sound in my head. Mixing with the sounds of the world around me, they create a terrible dissonance in my head. I turn around and go to my apartment. Ooh. Hello. Oh yeah, it's my mom. Did you bring the milk? Hi, Mom. That's my mom. Yes, Mom. Did your new medicine help? Yes, Mom. Go to bed. Yes, Mom. My mom's low-key creepy. I did it! Woo 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 woo! Let's go! I'm gonna finish my coffee real quick and I'm gonna pull up the next game. Well, I guess my alert sounds are not off, but that's fine. Hi, Puppy Muncher. I like your model. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Oh, I'm literally about to play the sequel right now. Do not fret. I've never played the sequel, so it's gonna be my first time. And yeah, I don't have a guide this time. I don't have a guide, so I'm just gonna like I'm just freewheeling it. Zombie, thank you for the raid. Hello, hello. Hi raiders, welcome in. I'm Crybaby Chloe. I'm a socially anxious horror game protagonist. I'm playing the milk games today. So we're playing, I just finished milk inside a bag of milk. So now we're doing milk outside. Milk outside a bag of milk. But thank you, Zombie. How was your stream? What did you play? Oh, it's not popping up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why won't you stream? Stream, damn you. It's set to the game. What if I just like refresh it? There we go. There we go. Started playing Bye Sweet Carol today. It's pretty good so far. What is that? Bye Sweet Carol. Horror adventure? What? Wait, this looks cool. It's like old movie style. Yo, wait, I'm gonna add this to my to playlist. It looks so cool. It's pretty good so far. How far did you get in it? Do you know? Hi, Sean. How are you? Flashing images on heavy topics. My internet's crying and throwing a tantrum. No. It's okay. That's how my internet is like half the time anyways. Well, there's actually like animations. Oh, she's counting her steps. Wait, this looks sick. What do you see, Milk-chan? Ledman, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Is this just like a recap of the first game, basically? Oh God, the crazy camera point of angle, point of view. Camera angle. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed. Oh, now she said go to bed. Yes, you're right. Yeah, that fish, the fisheye lens, look. True, we love experimentation in this household. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. That's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure that... I break into a run and dash toward the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now, don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers. But then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No, I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. Ooh, we're back in this like red and black aesthetic. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside. But there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in a store or on the table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world and into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk toward my room through a narrow corridor. Mom. Oh God. I meet a familiar formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. Whoa. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. Mom? Mother? Oh God, she's so creepy. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. Again? I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hands until my veins start bulging, and I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be ignoring all pain. I've promised so many times. Stay put. The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor. Just like last time, but why? Why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body. I have a good voice for audiobooks. No, I don't. I have such like a monotone voice. I feel like I would put anybody listening to my audiobook to sleep. But hello. Hi, Ubi. Thank you for the first time chat. How are you? Hi. I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. Oh, ew. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by the throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Mom, what are you doing? Kill me, kill me. Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. I need to remember. I need... A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. No! Finishing up art. Can't wait to show you. Yay! Thank you for lurking. Thank you. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. No. I couldn't do that. I in real life love milk. Like, I feel like it's very divisive. Like, a lot of people are like, ew, how do you just drink a cup of milk? Like, I will chug milk. I don't care. But yeah, this song is really... Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. Oh yeah, milk is freaking goated. Milk John. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was a time when the last minutes before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up for that moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. Same. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away. As if somebody fished them out of my head, one after another, until nothing was left, and now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. Ooh, creepy, creepy. The music in this game is really good. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Oh. That's not healthy. Now I want to have... What? Now I want to have a better look at it. To twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. I'd do anything to stall just for a little bit more time. A smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy, filthy. This game's vibes do it for me better than the first one. The first one's more jarring. Yeah. I think the first one is just very, like... I think the simplicity of it makes it more, like, striking, if that makes sense. This one's more about, like, the whole vibe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass, but... Ooh, I can download the OST for free. I might actually do that. That'd be a cool, like, stream starting music. The pill flies straight to the waste bin, and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next was a flat pill of the same blood red color. There were some letters printed out on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy, but it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No, no, no. I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead and enjoy swallowing them, one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. Me when I have a thought. But not to my mom. She'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder who's going to be my conversation partner. Me, pick me. Hey. Hi, Milk-chan. Hey, long time no see. You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? Why does your voice sound so grim? Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the usual headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically, nothing I can't handle by myself. After all, now I know how to do it. You didn't reply. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? Don't worry about choices here. Like in this whole game? Or like this part? Hi, Tendronix. How are you? I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too. That's not true. You need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now. Alright. I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. Yeah, this game is pretty cool. Some of them matter really to different endings. Gotcha. I'll just try to be nice, like I was in the first one. Hopefully that works. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything. And you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. Hehehe. I can imagine how angry you are right now. What made you so happy all of a sudden? And why would I be sad? Look, no O's. O's are bad. Remember yourself a couple hours ago? I don't know what you mean. Stop lying, or stop lying. Nuh-uh, I still don't understand. Whatever, unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, snotty girl for a long time. That's just what I assumed that the design was. It makes sense to me, I guess. She just whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? So you're the one calling the shots now. Yeah. Well, let's see how long you can last. We'll see, yeah. Am I really that pathetic? Oh. Sweater and a tote bag? I need to get all the merch. Putting all the merch on my throne. Yeah, I'm trapped in a bag of milk, but actually I'm outside right now. I'm outside the bag of milk. Sorry, I keep burping. The coffee really does something to me. Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin, and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you. I just noticed we're outside the milk, hence we are no longer on the first person perspective. True. We're like person one, person two. Okay, critical thinking. Love it. I'm in front of a mirror again. That's what IRL Chloe looks like in my head. Maybe. You'll never know. I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks that the walls are giving me trying not to drown in their giggling. But then me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile. Bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared, 2 by 2 squared, a square squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better. But my head is splitting apart now. Sorry for being rude. It's not your fault. It's never your fault. Fine, you can keep blaming yourself, but don't overdo it. No, no EP. EP not allowed. Go drink more coffee. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. Go splash some cold water on your face, that'll help keep you awake. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? You motherfucker. I feel like that's still so loud. Fa! Fa! No, yeah, I was not phased. Try again. Try again next time. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, chat. I feel like it actually jump scares everybody else. Let's perhaps turn down that again. I thought that was quiet, but we're down to like 15% jump scare loudness. Jack, thank you for the follow. Where am I stuck in milk? It's a metaphor. I don't know what for, but we're just milk in a bag of milk in a bag of milk. But actually, I'm on the sequel, so we're actually outside the milk. The milk's outside. Or milk outside of a bag of milk. Yes. Whatever it was, that was your decision. Does it even matter? What do you think? I can't be sure about anything, and you don't take me seriously anyway. Then why did you do that? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. You know what to do. Dejected, I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood in transparent coating travel down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. Swooms, thank you for the follow. Hello, how are you? I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. I like how everything slowly dissolves in. I lie on the floor, I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Do you want to talk about it? No, I've had enough of talking. What do you want then? I just want to lie down for a bit. Okay, let's be quiet then, I guess. Whoa, ceiling perspective. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed in my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. Ew, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind either way. Whoa, I can't believe my eyes. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, start whirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling makes me start losing my patience. Enough, I hate you. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job, now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? Yes. And what do you want me to do then? I don't know, it's up to you. Ehehe. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. Okay, sure. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly, I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please tell me you'll help me. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. I have no idea. This is weird. Will you tell me? Oh! Oh, you actually like the monotone? I'm like self-conscious of it. But thank you. First death, no. I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They are so itchy. Oh no, why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did you drink milk or did he bring milk? Did he bring milk? Did he bring milk? I wonder, if I tear out all my eyelashes, one after another, will my eyes stop itching? The second option's implications later. Ooh. I guess we'll see. I wonder, if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, if I tear out my eyelashes one after another. What have you done? I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then... Here, drink some milk. Oh. That was so, like, disorienting. I stand in the middle of my room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Oh yeah, that was, for real. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No, 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 and no. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should stay in their places and that's it. Why? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I don't and I won't. Alright then, so we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch? Yeah. My oh my. I have an idea. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. Heading out. Hope the rest of your stream is great. Thank you, Will. I appreciate you hanging out. Have a good night. You know, those games have moments when you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. This is so childish. And want to know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in a multiple choice situation. Oh, same. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? Ooh, what kind of food? You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. Okay, my bad. That's my bad. I was just teasing you. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? Ah, this is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey. What? Look down. I look down. After a moment, a small ball of light and warmth crawls out from under my sweater. Wowie! Yo, there's smoke coming from your clothes. Or wowie. I think there's smoke. Whatever. Oh, how cute. Cutie little firefly. I've never seen a firefly in real life. I want to see them. I feel like I don't think I would even like comprehend that they're actually really glowing. No, yeah, I'd be like, are these drones? You're not real. They just don't have them. They just don't have them where I live. But I know that's like a big thing. Like people will go like in the summer, at least like kids from like visual novels, I guess, that I've read, or like anime. But yeah, they seem cool. They seem cute. I actually, okay, a little side discussion here. Apparently there's like different types of fireflies that butterfly SpongeBob see. Oh my god, true. Like when he has like this really zoomed in scary photo of a butterfly. There's, I don't know if it's like one particular species of firefly or if like a bunch of different types of fireflies do this, but they have certain like glowing pattern that they do. Like they'll light up their tails in a certain pattern and that'll attract you know, like their mates or whatever. And then there's some fireflies that will like mimic the pattern of other fireflies, and then it'll attract the other kind of firefly to them, and then they'll eat them. And I think that's kind of neat. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. I said that all in like one breath, and now I had to like really take a deep breath. Whew. Fireflies as a concept is kind of crazy. No, because like, what do you mean you just light up? Bioluminescence is great. Can we like somehow bioengineer humans to also light up like fireflies? I think that would be cool. Someone get on that, please. Someone scientific, please get on that. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. One down, let's look for the others. Humans have invisible stripes? Yeah, from like the way that we develop as like embryos. It has to do with like the way that our like the cells migrate as we develop. So we have like cool little swirly stripes. Oh my god, it really is a point and click adventure. Let's just ignore that for now. Let's open the closet, or the cabinet. I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet, oh, I did call it a closet. The closet is hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the floor. 300? Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. Like, totally, and I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit. Not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Not even for 1,000th of a percent. That's how much I don't care. Okay, sure, girl. Hey, I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh, no, you don't. Then act normal. Okay, let's look at the plants. Right, insects enjoy pollinating flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. I get close to the flower shelf. I sniff around. The leaves smell of dust and cardboard and death. You know those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. Well, we kind of don't have a choice here, you know. Still, you're right. Let's continue searching. Why don't you just throw them out? Weren't you listening to me at all? Can't get me. You cannot. It has to be, I feel like it has to be a game where I'm more like, I'm already like on edge, you know? Like if you were to, if I was playing Visage and I was like actually in the scary parts of the game. Hi Shades. I just realized that was like your little hello. Yeah, if I was still playing Visage and I was like actually, you know, tense and scared, that'd be one thing, but I'm just reading, so I'm turning that jump scare sound down even more. I don't want to deafen everybody. %. Light work, no reaction. Oh, shut up. I am, but not. It really has to, I have to really not be expecting it. Like, I have to be really, really immersed in a game. Ooh, it's got a little kick. I'll be right back. I need to go to the restroom. I'll leave you with the music, though. It's nice music. back. Let me like relax in my chair. Hydrate. Thank you. It's been a lot of reading, so my throat needs the hydration. Okay. What else? Oh, the vent. It's not easy to get out of here. Okay. The lights. Are you serious? What's wrong? Just think about it. Why would fireflies be attracted to light? Yeah, it's a stupid idea. My bad. I think they're quite self-sufficient already in that regard. Heading home. Yippee! Oh, be careful in the rain, driving. Well, only if they purposefully want to lower their self-esteem. Oh, it's the AC. I look up toward a very high place under my ceiling. I can hear a countless number of small legs marching inside the AC unit. Oh well. What happened? Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We better look somewhere else. Why would cockroaches be in your AC, girl? Have you forgotten? You were the one who told me to think of my thoughts as cockroaches. Yes, but... They became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that. So they occupied this place. Do you understand now? I do. It's her freaking corkboard shrine over here. And what are those? Ah, those. Those are the photos of my best memories. But they're blank. Aw. I stared at them so intensely that I burned them with my eyes. Yeah, bad thoughts get banished. Banished to the AC unit. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Cracks? Forget it. Are we continuing the search or what? Okay, we are. Let's do a little radio. Radio 1 or radio 2? Let's do this one first. Creepy music. There's nothing good on. Yeah, I don't want to hear that crying. There's a lot of channels on here. Sounds like a war. Sounds like a war movie. Hell yeah, streak streak. Sounds like a radar. I like this one. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, so they do the same thing. Let's do the fan. What's funny about that? I imagine myself being a firefly that is looking straight at a giant fan. And I'd be so jealous. The only thing preventing it from flying is a cage it's locked in, and the cable. It's like an inmate if you think about it. It's so sad. Yeah, sure, whatever. Whatever you say. Backpack? I look down. My school bag, worn down and silly, is almost screaming of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. What a cool image. I need to remember this. Luna, thank you for the follow. How are you? Sunless and cool. You are there, but I don't care. You are there? You... I don't know. I don't know what she means by that. Is it me you're laughing at? What? I'd never. After all, you're not my pet. I'm not going along with this nonsense anymore, got it? Got it. Hey, it wasn't on purpose this time. Tell me what's inside your bag instead. Nothing special, mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else. You used to go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understood my question? Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. Alright, alright. What did you like the most there? How's it going? It's going good. I'm enjoying this game. Well, the rooms were really bright, not like at home. That's it? Don't rush me. Let me remember. Well, the beds were also soft, and the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes. The others always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smiled gently, absorbed in warm memories. You never graduated, though. Yeah. Do you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for the school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago the tasks were way too easy. Then we got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there, we had dinner and went to our rooms. And then what? I don't remember. And does it even matter? Whoa, Shakespeare! Thank you for the gifted subs. 5 gifted. Woo! Thank you, thank you. Tell me about it again. Is your memory that bad? Please. Oh, fine. That day, Dad picked me up from school earlier, explaining to me that I need to grow up. It's not like I could completely grasp what he meant. Either way, I didn't resist. We got in the car and went home. Mom greeted us there. We had dinner together and went to our separate rooms. Satisfied? Tell me again! Dad dragged me out of the school building while I was scratching and biting. The teachers didn't interfere. That scene was ordinary for them. Who knows what the little brat has done? Then he pushed me into the car and we drove home in complete silence. Mom greeted us there, we had dinner together, and went to our separate rooms. Please, let's not discuss this further. No, you'll tell me again. Dad bought milk on our way home. Again. I hate milk so much. Mom was not home. Again. I hate Mom so much. What happened next? Suddenly, I feel someone's eyes on my back. Knowing that these moments should never ever be ignored, I turn around. But there's nothing there. What happened next? Everything that happened next happened after something. Aw, thank you, Lydia. Thank you for the gifted. For Milky, yay. Muffin, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you? No, yeah, Twitch ads suck. I feel like they're like 10 years long. Or at least they feel like it. Those ads are like painful to watch. I look at my bag again. Light pouring into the room through the window glints. Wait, I read that wrong. Light pouring into the room through the window glints on the metal parts. And there's also a shadow underneath it. Which means it's real, sadly. This is Milk Outside of a Bag of Milk, which is the sequel to Milk Inside of a Bag of Milk. Sounds weird, but yeah, it's really cool. The first game's really it's really short and it's a lot like simpler looking, but I really like the vibes of this one. And there's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real, sadly. Whatever, I don't care anyway. I almost end up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I manage to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It has already happened countless times. What do you mean you go blind? I've spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. Look at your feet. I look down and see that a small insect is crawling toward me from my bag. It's barely glowing and it can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it, and then flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies toward me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while and then goes silent. This one is kind of sad. I wonder why. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching. Well, that one was a little intense. Let's see. Let's do... Oh, there's another radio. Why do we have so many radios in this room? I look at the alarm clock. Time continues its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn and hold out my arms to the sides. 1, 2, then I raise them above my head. 3, 4. Maybe a little workout will help me freshen up. Good idea. Do you remember the exercises you've been taught? I think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together, toes apart. Whatever, I'll go with that. Count down 5 minutes. Fine. You have a clock right in front of you, though. I can't look at its hands for too long. At first, I feel like they start moving in the wrong direction, and then they disappear altogether. And then, things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face. And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think. What a mess. Truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down? My God, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour. Huh? Forget it. Do you see the firefly? No. Let's continue searching then. Computer. Laptop. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. A bizarre item. I fear it. I love the vibes it gives off. Yeah, it gives very, like, uneasy vibes. And it's interesting that, like, sometimes the game is kind of funny and then it'll really quick, like, shock you and pull you into something that's, like, a lot more intense. Like, the mood shift is crazy. A bizarre item, I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful, tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering, calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did, before entering the web. Oh my God, it's like Serial Experiments Lane. Lane Core. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? And you don't seem to understand. Yes. That song freaking slaps. Yes, Lane. Love Lane. As always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagined. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful, and here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? You'll end up returning to that subject anyway. I'm itchy. I knew you were cool to bring it. Daps you up. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. Now your new home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. And the most important part, you have a lot of neighbors here. Their cages are identical to yours, and the other hamsters look identical to you too. That means you are all the same, apart from the fact that they were born at that shop. You'll ask, what does that indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. I forgot what I was talking about. Gosh. Okay, let's start over. This time, try to avoid the stupid hamster analogies. You know I'm not at fault here. Hold on. I need my inhaler. I don't know why. I had a lot of friends online. Tens, hundreds of them. Impossible to count. Is it impossible though? I had exactly 317 of them. Although, I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into a pet shop. Oh my god, back to hamsters. Hamster. Hey, don't get distracted. Oh, right. From my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming, just like me. 130 of them like drawing, just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally. And when I say equally, I don't mean 59 and a half friends on each side. Alright? You can split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, right? Get to the point. I knew, of course, that no real people exist on the web. I also understood that all of my friends die the moment I turn off my laptop. But I still wasn't even a bit worried. Why? Do you know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers. Which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? Not really. Why do you call them your friends? I mean, everyone who shares my interests is my friend, and I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose, its mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor, and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflected in it is my dim face. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web person are just executable code. Hey, let me know if you need a break. One day, someone appeared. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moment, I let him trick me. Myla, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Hey, look. Huh? Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself, if only I knew what. Looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it? I change my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the further course of actions, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. And what about your story? You must be mad at me for interrupting you. I'm sorry. Oh, shrimp check. I literally just de-shrimped and stretched my back. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story. Maybe. Do you promise? I promise. And if you forget, then remind me with a code word, for example. What code word? I'll think of one later. And for now, let's keep searching for my fireflies. Day since last shrimp incident 0. I mean, everyone's shrimping now and then. Straight up shrimping. I doubt it. All of the compartments are locked. What if... I don't even want to think about what's inside. Who knows what I'll end up imagining. Dang, there's so many things to click on. Do umbrella. The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder. It's the only thing that defends me against the thunderclouds that gather under my ceiling. It's such a blessing that it can do it without my help. Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. It will catch a cold and be unable to fly. There's a hidden item? You don't want to check it? Why? I'm sure we won't find anything there. She just like me for real. There's a hidden item? Do I click everywhere? I'm gonna do that one last. That one's suspicious. Now I'm like, I wanna click everything. Oh, I wanna click everything. Okay, let's do book. This is my sketchbook. Half of its pages are blank, which means it'll still be good for a couple of years. You draw that rarely? Why? Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't get to the stationery store on foot, I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into? Should I mention her mom? I feel like that's a bad idea, but I kind of want to see where this goes. By what? Ask whom? Can you even form coherent sentences? Yeah, that's kind of what I expected when I mentioned mom. Frockman, thank you for the follow. Hello, hello. How are you? Don't play dumb. Ask your mom to buy you a notebook instead. Instead? So you want me to perform a string of actions, but you're also telling me to do one instead of another? Then how would I decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic. Man, you're a tough case. You lack empathy. Is that my fault? I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the what? And the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Oh, let's not go there, okay? I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad, I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no. I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. Welcome home, Kenny. The rustling has stopped even though the wind is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is open on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look. If I wait a little longer. If I wait. Open your eyes. No. It's okay, just do it. No way, I know you're lying. Calm down. No. Calm down. Fine. I open my eyes. With utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know, did you? You're the smart one here, you tell me. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm very hydrated this stream. I know it's not really good for my voice to be like drinking cold water, but oh well, that's all I have. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you... I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it, I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings on previous pages. No way. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly. The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into perfect silence, but only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings, but it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy, you made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. It spends some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then its buzzing dies down. Phew. Are you okay? We're running short on time, so let's continue searching. Lydia, what's the hidden item? What's the hidden item I must know? Tell me. Check the floor. Like the floor? Is there something I can like move? I need to look at everything. Small item by the fan cord. Oh, this little thingy. What's this? Oh, that's it. I said it like in a way that she was gonna say more, so now I feel weird about that, the way I read that, but no, because what was that? Was it like a fortune cookie fortune? What was it? Okay, what else? Let's do... Is A ending? Oh. I turn my eyes toward an inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There's a glass with a toothbrush sitting on it, and a small towel is hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. Okay, let's look somewhere else. Okay, let's read these notes. Your usual notebook pages glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's the only kind of information I can take in without trouble. Dosage and side effects? Yeah. I thought you know them by heart. Yeah. This is not your handwriting, isn't it? Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not handwriting, it's more like claw marks. Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My scream makes the pages rustle restlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in a businesslike manner, it takes off into a businesslike Business. We start over. Business-like. After looking around in a business-like manner, it takes off into a business-like flight and ends up entering my business-like ear. Okay, freaking I ate that up. Hey. Let's continue searching. Pills. I look at the mound of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died. You already took your pills, didn't you? Business-like. Yes, because you ordered me to. Things could have been much worse. Yeah. I heave a deep sigh, come closer and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns. Pills rain down from it, and along with them, a firefly, hooray! After circling above my head a couple of times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. Okay, what's left? I think just those three now. This, and this, and this. Let's do trash. I get close to the waste bin and look inside it with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. There's nothing in here. Indeed, no self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you here. Bed. This is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure that no living creature would be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. They'd want to dig deep into it with a couple of favorite items, close their eyes, and then... Hey, did you fall asleep? Huh? I gently slap my cheeks to return myself to senses. It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time, but right now I can't. Let's continue searching. Hey, maybe we'll find something inside? Nah, my thoughts don't have a feature of putting to sleep. Quite the contrary. They always cause insomnia, just like tonight. What? I said searching in here is meaningless. Aw. Okay, last one, I guess. Okay, I guess I can't do that. Finish searching. Finally. Loki took a while. You found all the fireflies, amazing. I guess. I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Remember the milk from the intro animation? Yes? No? No, I don't. What the trash? Oh, it's all milks. Oh. Milk cartons. It's not a bag of milk, it's in a box. Or a carton. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much, it hurts you. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony, breathe in some air. Somehow those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. Alright, let's stay here. Yeah, I don't want... Did I make that choice too quickly? Yeah, what are you gonna do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside a bag of milk. And yet... You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never ever. That's a goodbye then? No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrists and bite on my lower lip. Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes. Hit escape real quick. Why? Whoa. Save. I should have saved before. I didn't know there was a save. I thought I just had to freaking play the game. It's the same one as before in the first game. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Ah, same girl. Stop, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you. Uno reverse card. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I'll believe you, Milk John. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places. Bulging eyes with trembling, pale pupils. It was scary, you know? Then one day, I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well-deserved, I guess. It felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed there. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me. And I'm kind of scared of them and can't even argue with them. But today, well, I still too scared to tell me. Of course, they're still listening, you know. Use your hands. Alright. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. And I was trying so hard here, don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax, nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly, but it's not. And meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. We're back in game 1 art style. Oh my god, we're back in game 1. We're back inside the milk bag. I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley, an awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Oh, it sounds like game 1 too. It's game 1. Finally. I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him, confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Tresca. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that. None of your business. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know, for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Tresca says that and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. You do understand that refusal is futile. Futile. Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird, constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko, and his name is stupid. Are we going or what? You can go, and I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Tresca puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you, I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. That fa actually got me a little bit. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Tresca was walking way faster than me. Bro's like jogging. He's so merry about it. And on the other hand, at times, he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. Wow, sounds like someone else I know. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. The hell? After reaching the store's doors, we were greeted by a sign. What is that, Russian? We're closing in 20 minutes. Who had the bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way? They probably have special staff for this. Someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Chloe called out live on stream. Wait, what do you mean? Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. What is he? How is he saying that? Is he like And what's your name? Gonna move past that. None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. Oh, it's originally in Russian? Did not know that. He's holding a cardboard sign that says, "We're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go, what are you waiting for?" Huh? Oh, yeah. Wow, and in the first game, they're closing in 15 minutes. After another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realize that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask somebody for directions? Sure. Hey, wait up. Tresca lets go of my hand and walks confidently toward one of the store's few customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, can I can't hear neither the second part of his question nor the reply he gets, but my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking the customer straight in the eye. I hurry toward them. Wow, sounds familiar. What was that? Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. Uh-oh. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grab Tresca's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and eyes popped. He's also shaking. Only when we turn around the corner, Tresca calms down. What was that? I got so scared. He said, "What?" No, not again. Suddenly, Tresca starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean. Sniff. Who, me? Tresca pushes me away and runs off. Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store's staff hang a new sign on the door. There you are. I meet Tresca at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey you, move. I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that is formed after Tresca. I squeeze through toward him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Tresca is her from the first game. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee? What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. White Chocolate Heart, welcome, welcome. How are you? Thank you for the follow. I did, but that's unheard of. Tresca starts giggling all of a sudden. And for the fact that your son... I don't know if I can say that word. Two. But... You heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier, of much higher value than needed, even counting in all the stupid fees. Then grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving Tresca. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right toward a gas station. There, Tresca finally breaks his silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment and then goes out. You know. He turns away from the path and walks straight toward the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Tresca's eyes. Oh shit. It reminds me of, it also reminds me of Everything Everywhere All at Once. The, like, circle thing. The first ending I got, yeah. Where she, like, gets strangled or strangles herself or something. I feel like I'm very bad at remembering. I'm really bad at, like, remembering this stuff. No, the first game you didn't help her. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what about it? Oh, shoot. I just freaking force quit the game? Oh, no, I full screened it. That spooked me. Oh, I started judging her just like she did in this one. What, bro? I feel like I need to watch a YouTube video on this. Explain this. Yeah. The first game, but she doesn't. Yeah. That makes sense. Let's look up a video. I want to watch. Milk outside of a bag of milk explained. But also I need to pee again. I'll be right back. Bro, tell me why I go to the bathroom when there's a freaking queue of my family members to go use the restroom. Bleh. I also got food. Oh, there's 5 endings. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna eat. Here, I'm gonna put on one of the videos. Oh, fuck. I'm like so hungry, I was shaking. Oh my god, 1 hour. 39 minutes. Okay, Loki, I'll watch those videos later. I might choose a shorter one just to watch real quick. But thank you for the links. Let's see. This video is 9 minutes 33 seconds. Let's watch that one real quick. Oh, and I will hydrate. Thank you. Did I say what food I got? I got chicken and rice. Oh, little moth. Hold on. Let me go to this real quick. I'll go to my chatting window real quick, and then I'll set up my video. Shut up. What? I just need to unmute this tab.
Be covering 2 games, which are Milk Inside a Bag of Milk Inside a Bag of Milk, and its sequel, Milk Outside a Bag of Milk Outside a Bag of Milk. Did I say that enough times? Both games are single-player psychological horror visual novels developed
Is it
by
loud enough?
Nikita
Is it too quiet?
and published by Missing Calm. The first game was published on Steam for PC in August 2020, while the sequel was published in December 2021, along with both games being ported to Nintendo Switch by Forever Entertainment in 2022. Both games received overwhelmingly positive reviews, with
One second.
people mostly
There, that sounds better.
saying they either felt sympathetic towards the character or that the main character's struggles are relatable to them in some way because of the accurate depiction of her mental illness. Both games are about one unnamed girl suffering from what appears to be a severe trauma and psychosis, and the player acts as a distinct subconscious from the girl of whom she interacts with, even stating that her communications with the player make her feel like a character in a visual novel. The first game has the player carefully guiding the protagonist to the store to buy bagged milk and return home while listening to her thought processes. The second game takes place immediately after the first, where the girl is home with her obscenely monstrous mother, or rather that's how the girl's delusions portray her to be. But most of the game has the girl cooped up in her room sharing stories or commenting with the player. Depending on what the player interacts with in the environment and how the player responds to the girl, different endings can be triggered. As a friendly reminder, there will be spoilers in this video, so if you're interested in seeing the playthroughs first before viewing this analysis, check out my gameplay videos where I cover both games from start to finish. Lastly, before I get started, if you do enjoy this video, make sure to click the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Now it's time for the analysis. Since the main character is nameless, I will be referring to her as Milk-chan since that's the apparent nickname widely used by the online community. I will also shorten both game titles by referring to the first one as Milk Inside and the second as Milk Outside. Both games have a relatively straightforward plot as I implied earlier. Milk-chan braves the outdoors to buy a bag of milk, return home, and sulk in her room all the while interacting with the separate subconscious entity that is the player. Milk Inside takes about 15 to 20 minutes to play and only involves two possible endings. The bad ending is achieved when the player is mean enough times towards Milk-chan or presses her too hard to talk about her past, which results in her confronting the player with not being helpful. I can't say whether this other ending is necessarily good, but the canon ending has the player successfully leading Milk-chan back home only to be confronted by her mother, who is depicted as this cold, monstrous entity. She is told to go to bed and the game ends there. Milk Outside can take about 2 hours to complete if you also throw in pursuing all of the possible endings, which more or less involve Milk-chan experiencing a disturbing nightmare that reveals some aspect of her struggle with mental illness. Part of the game also adapts a point-and-click adventure as the player is given the ability to search Milk-chan's room and either elicit her commentary about certain items or discover hidden imaginary fireflies. The ending is affected by the player selecting certain choices to say to Milk-chan, interacting with certain items, and collecting a certain amount of fireflies. I'll be mostly analyzing Milk-chan for this video, but I'll also briefly touch on her mother as well as what the player really represents in the game. In the first game, Milk-chan reveals to us that a horrific tragedy occurred in her family life, which was the death of her father after he jumped out of the window of their apartment and lay mangled on the ground below, which Milk-chan may have witnessed. Milk-chan since then only sees the world in shades of black and red splotches, but there are other interesting tidbits to note here, so let me start with the first game. In Milk Inside, Milk-chan's goal is to buy milk and go home. Once she's home, however, her mother's conversation with her kind of implies that she's dissatisfied with her daughter buying the milk. She tells her to go inside and orders her to her room. It could be that she took too long buying the milk. After all, we're initially introduced as the protagonist's subconscious, so we can see the girl trying to build the courage to go to and from the supermarket. But during her journey, we can observe behavior that's similar to obsessive-compulsive disorder, or OCD. OCD is pretty much when an individual feels the need to compulsively perform a certain task, and it ends up intruding on their life somehow. So Milk-chan can be seen retracing her footsteps because she walked wrong in her eyes. But back to the milk dilemma. I don't think her mother was upset because she took a long time buying milk. I share my sentiments with others who think that she's actually severely allergic to milk. That was a possible theory we can conclude from just the first game, but we get some more clarification at the start of Milk Outside. Milk-chan goes to her room, but then during a delusion, she rushes back to the kitchen to check on the milk. That's where her her mother reappears and demands that she never ever drink milk again, as she is injecting something into her daughter's arm. Because we're seeing this from the point of view of the main character, we don't know what the mother is injecting. But after taking into account the daughter's delusions and the fact that she bought milk even though the mother is making her promise not to drink it, we can infer that the protagonist is allergic to milk and her mother is injecting her with an EpiPen because she might have just drank some earlier and had an allergic reaction. If we accept that hypothesis, then it's possible that her mother in reality is just trying to care for her and is maybe expressing frustration over her daughter's compulsive behavior of buying and drinking milk despite her allergy as well as her mental illness perpetuating this behavior. Unfortunately, that's not what the protagonist sees since she is convinced that her mother is a monster. Here's where the story can feel darker. Milk-chan makes a comment in Milk Outside about how she was dragged out of school by her dad, and that day he had also bought milk. She then mentions how she hated her dad, hated that he bought milk, and hated that her mother wasn't home. I could be stretching here, but I've seen others make this claim, with the strong implications that Milk-chan was already suffering from severe mental illness in the past, with her inability to feel like she could fit in, her delusional thoughts, and sudden tantrums. It's possible that her father was fed up with dealing with her, so he bought milk to try and force her to drink it to elicit a severe and fatal allergic reaction. Afterwards, he jumps out of their window and ends his own life. If the player triggers the first death, which is the strangulation scene in Milk Outside, we can see a strong implication that this is what the father was trying to do to her. Milk-chan's mother wasn't present at the time, which she makes a point to mention, so she could have subconsciously projected that blame onto her mother. It could be why her delusions paint her as this monster and why in Milk Inside she tells the cashier that she ought to get home before her mother throws her out of the window. That's not even all of what she's been through. By interacting with the laptop in Milk Outside, the protagonist also gives insight into how she was cyberbullied after opening up to an internet friend about her struggles with mental illness. Milk-chan is sadly misunderstood by everyone around her, and her past family tragedies only add to her mental suffering. Before I get to covering the endings though, I want to touch on who we are as the player. In Milk Inside, we're initially led to believe we are Milk-chan's inner conscious that's also distinct enough to influence her behavior in a positive or negative way. If in the game the player elects to be mean or presses the protagonist about her past, the end screen shows her eyes with the caption, "I guess, insert your name, didn't help me at all." We also see references to how the player interacts with Milk-chan with respect to her medication, so it seems likely that we as the player are actually the manifestation of the medication's effects. It took both games to make that realization for me, but I felt it was a unique take on the game's narrative perspective. There are 5 possible dreams that Milk-chan could have, which depend on how successfully the player interacts with the environment. The 4 deciding factors are whether the first death occurred, which is the strangulation scene, whether the second death occurred, which is the falling scene, the number of fireflies the player discovers, and whether the cell phone was picked up during the search. Each dream is a reflection of Milk-chan's struggles in her life, which are her fear of loneliness, her feeling of the reflection the player discovers, and whether the cell phone was picked up during the search.
How is that a cell phone?
Each dream is a reflection of Milk-chan's struggles in her life, which are her fear of loneliness, her feeling of helplessness, her low self-esteem, and her self-awareness of how others view her. Each dream concludes in the same way, where Milk-chan abruptly wakes up, but in a way it's a relief to her because she'd been suffering from insomnia for the whole week, so at least she was able to sleep long enough to have these intense dreams, even though they were nightmares. These 2 games were among the most influential for me in starting this channel, so I was really excited to play it and do some more research on it for this video. I find it interesting to see the representation of mental illness in the video game medium, and I hope to see more accurate representation to build both awareness and empathy, because at the end of the day, what Milk-chan experiences on a daily basis is something many people experience on a daily basis. So the unique immersiveness of video games can help bridge that gap and create more understanding. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's anything you feel I've missed from a psychological analysis perspective, please let me know in the comments below. I'm interested to hear your take on the subject. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next game.
Cool. That's interesting. I like that. I like that game. I might actually play the rest of the endings on my own sometime. I feel like it'd be really long for stream. And there's a lot of things I want to play, a lot of things I want to do. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what I have planned for next week. What do I have planned? Doki Doki. I don't know if I want to play more Doki Doki again. I'm gonna be so real. At least like not on stream. I just felt like it was kind of like, I just felt like way too much to like read. It was kind of tiring for like my voice, I guess. I do enjoy playing visual novels, but I think it just like kind of tires me out a little bit. So I want to play something that's like, I don't know, like less reading, more playing. Dang, I had a few queued up, but I don't remember them off the top of my head. But don't worry, I have a schedule coming out. I might not be streaming until like Wednesday. We'll see how I feel this weekend. I have a few things going on with friends, so I'll be a little bit busy the next few days. So yeah, but I'll release my schedule soon. Do not fret. Thank you, Milky, for lurking. Thank you guys for all hanging out with me today and playing this game. I thought it was really cool. Shout out to Lydia for recommending me to play it on stream. I will see you guys probably Wednesday, but we'll see. Alright. Have a good night, everybody. Good night. Good night.